all of you, our speaker for the day, Mr. Abhay Saxena. Sir is an Associate Vice President, HR and TQM at Hero Corporate Services Limited. Mr. Abhay Saxena's specialization has been in domains of talent development, TQM, HR consulting, recruitment, organizing, leadership, and OD interventions. Sir, it's a pleasure having you here with us, and I'm sure it's going to be an extremely engaging session for all our students and for the entire AGBS fraternity. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Jyoti, and thank you, Dr. Mishra. It's my pleasure to come here on this occasion and give my experiences, share my experience with the students. I hope the students' background is engineering, or what is their background of the students?
Sir, these are MBAs, but some of them have engineering in their graduation also.
Okay, very fine. So it is neither engineering nor management. It is a bridge of both the things, that is total quality management, because it covers the human aspect also, engineering aspect also. So it is mix of all these two things that makes the total quality management. So if we talk about the total quality management, it's a philosophy. And this philosophy, once I'm talking about it, in this philosophy, this is started from Japan and have a lot of touch of Buddhism philosophy. And this applies equally to all parts of the organization, right from sweeper to gardener, to CEOs, to managing director, to all engineers, to all level. TQM philosophy is a philosophy which applies equally to all parts of the organization. So right from the man as well as equally in all physical areas, right from toilet to manufacturing places. TQM can be viewed as an extension of tradition. It's a beyond traditional approach what we are applying. In this, empowering is more important. Empower people, appreciate them, build the consensus decision making, so automatically the things will be implemented. Don't raise the fingers on the others, rather go and help them if they are in trouble. All this comes under this TQM culture. Basically, any organization goes for TQM, then they start with an initiative of a TQM culture. So many companies started, and many companies, there is no measurement that you can measure it as a TQM company or not. It is culture which speaks about itself, that says it's a TQM company, or the people are taking responsibility, accountability they are taking, and delivering as per the expectations of their internal or external customers. That is more important in this culture. TQM places the customer, earlier what we were doing, if whatever we are supposed to manufacture, that will be keep on manufacturing. Now the culture has changed. Now we are talking about, we are saying that whatever customer requires, we will keep on manufacturing that accordingly and at that price. And because this keeps on changing, it is not a static, it's a dynamic in nature. So greater emphasis on the roles and responsibility of every member of the staff within an organization to influence quality. So everybody in the organization influence quality. For example, if the sweeper is not cleaning the toilet properly, and if you are using the toilet, then once you are coming back, you will feel bad about it. So what will happen? Your productivity, your concentration towards the work for some times will be affected. So what if the gardener is not keeping the garden properly, and you are after lunch or after some time coming in office or in factory, once you are coming and you are not feeling good, then again affects your productivity and efficiency also. On the contrary, if the gardens are we are keeping proper flowers, etc., then you are feeling good, and your productivity, mental productivity as well physical productivity will improve. So here the emphasis is every party in the organization have the biggest role, and whatever the job assigned to me or them, I should do my job with full responsibility and full commitment. And here, all the staff members are empowered. Whatever you have decided, whatever you want to do, you can do it. You are empowered to do that. It is not you are taking instruction what you are supposed to do, accordingly you are doing. That is not the case. you are empowered and you are accountable also for your actions. So that is little bit about total quality management, where the emphasis is everybody is empowered. They can take their own decisions. Of course, seniors are there. If you want, you can consult them. Everybody will take care of his job, and full responsibility and accountability, they will perform their job of their fullest. If they need some lacking somewhere, they can go for improvement of their performance by taking some training, etc., whatever is required, skill upgradation or training required. Now, if you see this wheel, that talks about the total quality management wheel. Here you are seeing the three basically parts. One is total quality management, involvement. Another is manufacturing technologies. Third is quality control. So if you see, unless whatever the activity you want to start anywhere, it may be Six Sigma in any organization, either it is a service industry or it is a manufacturing company. Any of the activities which you are going to start, it may be Six Sigma, it may be ISO 9000, it may be value engineering, it may be your any TPM, whatever you want to start, until the employees are not committed to that, you cannot do anything. So employee commitment and involvement is must, and the commitment will never come from Danda. This will only come from within. Until they are not within, from within they are taking care of the involved, then it is very difficult to take up the activities. So first of all, we develop the employee involvement in the develop the consensus thinking, team approach, and develop the leadership culture. So in consensus approach, whatever decisions we are taking, we should develop the consensus down the line. Suppose I want to manufacture 1,000 pieces today. So my boss told me, my management told me that you will have to manufacture 1,000 pieces. Whereas day before yesterday or earlier, I was manufacturing 800, 900 pieces. So the question is how I should achieve. One way is I will go on the shop floor. I will say, today we will have to make 1,000 pieces, which will never happen. The people may react and things may not happen. Or they will not be with the full commitment, the job, and the 1,000 pieces by the evening, they are not in position to achieve. The best way is to sit with them for 5 minutes, spend time, develop the consensus, ask them that how we will achieve. This is the assignment, how we can do the things differently to achieve this target. That is one of the approach which can be applied. That is a consensus, developing consensus. We may not be able to achieve 1,000 pieces, but I'm sure once you are developing the consensus decision-making process, the people will do their optimum capacity. And we will go very close to 1,000 pieces. On the contrary, if we do the autocratic style of management, the things may not happen, and it will not lasting for the future also. If we are developing the consensus approach, that today we can approach around 1,000, and tomorrow also we can think of it because the people are feeling motivated. Tomorrow they can also think to achieve close to that. So in every decision, we should develop the consensus thinking. So everybody is involved, everybody is contributing, they feel contributed, they feel motivated, and the result will be much better. And that is why we are talking about teamwork, and that leadership is how I'm helping this others to achieve 1,000 target. It is not that I'm ordering. It is not my position that I'm a manager. Rather, I should think in the direction, if these people want to achieve 1,000 pieces, what helps they need from me? I may go station to a station, what helps they need, hourly basis, or whatever time frame I decide. If they need my help, I should go there, I should help them. Then you can inculcate the leadership position also. So by this process, I will achieve the leadership position also. So the total employee involvement reflects the idea of consensus decision making. Once we are taking the consensus decisions, the implementation, it may take more time in deciding the things, but implementation will be as easy as it has never problem. So if it is taking 60% of the time of your making the decision, hardly it will take 20% of the time to implement the things, because decision is taken by the all individual collectively. Now the question comes, while we are another part of this, that is just-in-time manufacturing, and another part is quality control, how we will manage the quality. Then TQM culture, all these things, three things are required. That is total employee involvement, manufacturing technologies, and quality control. I remember once I was working in one of the companies, which was the MNC, first MNC in India, that is Danfoss India, and I was working there in 1989. I was working over there. So we have started ISO 9000 certification, which was the new in the country itself. So we have half the way, not even half the way, 20-25% we have done. So MD came, but he said, I don't want to implement ISO 9000. I want to implement total quality management. If the pupil will be involved, committed, the processes already we will implement easily. If we'll implement ISO 9000 directly, the things may not happen and the people may not absorb as they are. And they will only do as a fear, from the fear factor, which is will not go long lasting also. So he stopped the ISO 9000 process, and he said, first of all, I would like to implement total employee involvement, then I will do anything else. In that process, then we will started the just-in-time manufacturing process also. In why this is required, first of all, we should understand. Just-in-time technology is required because the customer is very fluctuating. Today they are asking something else, tomorrow they may differentiate and they will ask something else which they have seen in the competition. So how we can change our lines, that will a costly affair, changing the lines, changing the process and changing the design. A lot of work in process will be lost. So a lot of loss will happen. So keeping that in mind, the company are doing that just-in-time manufacturing process. Whatever is required, that much we will manufacture. We will not manufacture, we will not have either WIP, nor we final inventory we will keep. Whatever required in the market, that much we will produce. Otherwise, if it is the people are not purchasing in the market, what will happen? A lot of WIP will be there, a lot of final finished product will be there, and that is lost to the company. Nobody is going to pay. So that is why the concept of just-in-time, whatever required, in whatever time it is required, we should manufacture accordingly. So this is a very prominent area in auto industries especially. And for the implementing just-in-time, we start with the 5S concept, that is the housekeeping concept. Once we start with the housekeeping concept, what happens? The people are in this concept, the people are cleaning their place. So once you are cleaning your place, wherever you are sitting, you feel involved to the place. And that give them weightages to the total employee involvement culture. So we start with the housekeeping. Whenever we want to start any TQM culture, we start with the 5S concept. Recently, it is not only in manufacturing company, it is also in service industries also. Unless whatever the desk you are using, whatever the table you are using, whatever drawers you are using, if you are not keeping them clean, neat and clean, it is difficult to find out anything, and you may consume more time to find out the stapler or stapler pins or pencil or rubber eraser or whatever you need. If it is not kept properly in a proper place and place for everything and everything on its place, that is the principle of it. So unless you will not do in your office, in your manufacturing area, these things, it will be very, very difficult to sustain for the employee involvement concept. So we start with this concept for the general employees, that they should first of all follow the 5S concept. Once they do the 5S concept, then they feel involved. This is my place, this is my drawer, this is my tools. And they feel the commitment towards the organization, towards the work. In here, what happens once you are keeping the things properly, then this exposes the problem. What are the high inventory? Where are the high inventory I have? Suppose I need one stapler only, and in my drawer, 2 staplers are there. two erasers are what should I do with the two stapler? Why not? I should give it to another person, those who are asking regular to me and coming to me. So this will improve the productivity of both the persons. So similarly in the tools, this also happens. The people are asking me tools from you. So first of all, this exposes the problem. If you see in your kitchen, even in kitchen, everything is on its place, and after use, everything kept on their places. If you will not do it, then the things may go wrong. For an example, suppose some guest come to my home and wife is not there, so I will suppose make a cup of tea for him. And I went to the kitchen, the things on the proper place, I used them. And after use, I have not kept them properly on the right place. I changed the place of tea from the sugar or from the chili. Then what will happen? Suppose the light goes. Another guest comes. In the meantime, my wife comes in the house. She prepared the cup of tea. Now, instead of, she used to that this is the sugar. And she picked up that from that place the chili. The tea will be spoiled. So that is the place for everything, and everything on its place. In the dark also, you should select the right thing. And that will improve a lot of productivity. And that is why in all Japanese companies or anywhere, whenever we implement the TQM culture, first of all, the most important aspect is 5S culture we will have to develop. Place for everything, everything on its place. It should be cleaned regularly. We should maintain the discipline. The 5S, Sirisito, Shitsuke, etc. is the Japanese word, in which meaning, first of all, clean everything, keep it in a systematic order. Whatever is required, you should keep it. Whatever you don't need, discard it. If you see in your home, in your wardrobe, number of clothes are there which you have not used from last so many years. Even then, you are keeping in them inside. So what is the use? Why not we should donate to others? So that culture we should adopt. So this is happening in the manufacturing also, and that improves a lot of productivity. Now that this JIT improves exposes the problem as well, improve the employee involvement. For that purpose, we have the various systems recognizing the good persons in the organization, those who have implemented the 5S concept better way, and reward them, recognize them. That also motivate the employees. Once we do this, and at the same time, we do the Kaizen activity also. Those who do the creativity or innovations in their work culture while they are doing these activities, they will need to do a lot of creativity, a lot of innovations they need to do to improve their productivity, because you know that your work better than anybody else. So it is better that they should do some innovations which we recognize through Kaizen culture by rewarding them and recognizing them from at the proper platform. So here we are recognizing the pupil, also enriching the involvement of the pupil by through 5S concept or Kaizen concept. Now comes the quality. Then we switch over to the once these two things are achieved, then we will focus on more on quality. Now the problems are exposed, how to eliminate the problems. That is our another thought process. So what do we do in this? That we apply, first of all, establish the processes. Whatever job you are doing, you should have the proper process for that. It should be written down, process which should be displayed around your place, wherever you are working in the workers concept. Otherwise also, we should have a culture of writing down the SOP. Like if you are going to make a cup of tea, and once you are making a cup of tea, then you will have to write down the process in your mind that I will put 1 cup of tea. After this will reach 100 degrees centigrade, then I will put ginger or whatever taste I need. Then I will put how much milk according to my taste. Then how much after sometimes or 1 minute, specified 1 minute. Then we will put half a spoon tea, and then we will put sugar as per my taste. So these things step by step should be written down. That is known as SOP. So ISO 9000 says that for each and every process, either it is a marketing process, either it is a manufacturing process, either it is HR process, all the processes should be written down, and it should be followed by the individuals. And for that purpose, they should also, that they are doing the right process, they should also record the output of each and every process time to time, so that they will sure that they are following the process properly. Then how to control the process is going beyond control. How to keep in the, if you have heard about the different charts, control charts, that we apply here, that is known as statistical process control, that is the XRR chart, PQ chart, etc. You must have heard about it. Then we apply the new QC tools also here. Through new QC tools, we eliminate the problems. These things, total employee involvement, just-in-time process, damming PDCA cycle we apply, plan, do, check, act. We will plan our any activity, then do according to the plan, then check after some time whatever I have planned, am I, or there is some deviation. If there is a deviation, why this deviation? Because of manpower, because of material, because of machine, or because of the process. Improve that thing, again plan, again do. That is why it is known as PDCA cycle, damming PDCA cycle. So whatever activity I'm doing, this should be done through the PDCA cycle. So these things will apply and continuously improve on that. Through continuous improvement, we become the world-class company. Either it is your service industry, or it is a manufacturing. In service industry, if you see the DLF, etc., courier services, logistic services, if they are not delivering the product in time and intact product to you, you may feel bad about it. So they are taking a lot of care on the time aspect as well, quality aspect, so that the product should be reached to you in a proper shape and timely way. So until these tools will not be applied, then it's very, very difficult to do all this. So in this process, the companies apply the Six Sigma, lean manufacturing process. These are all tools are applied to become the world-class company through continuous improvement by applying these different tools. So what TQM says, doing the things first time right. Whatever we are doing, if we do with our commitment and with zeal and by heart, then definitely all the times we will do the right things without any mistake. But if we are thinking somewhere else and doing something else, there is definitely a chance that we will commit the mistakes and the things will not come with the 100% quality. Whereas we need in today's competitive environment, everywhere, whatever actions we are taking, we should take we should do with the quality work. The quality is very, very important in that aspect. So we should be first time right. There is no scope for the second chance. If you commit once mistake, you will be gone. So try to always focus on your work, committed towards your work, so that you will be first time right. So in TQM culture, there is a lot of importance given to the customer. Customer decides the success of our business. Customer choice depends upon price and quality. If you want to go and purchase anything, suppose I'm going to purchase AC or ceiling fan, etc. So I will go in the market, I will say in AC is there, Voltas is there, LG is there, Samsung is there, and, your Japanese companies, Panasonic is there, Daikin is there. So what I will go and compare the different specifications, the energy conservation is there or not, what is the star rating, and then the maintenance cost, and the warranty period, and number of things we compare. Then we come to the price. What is the price? So whenever the customer goes in the market, he compares all the things. And most important aspect is whatever he heard around his from other colleagues or friends about the product. That also influence a lot of purchase decision of an individual. So the customer choice depends upon price, quality. The quality always whatever he heard around about the product, and price once he is going to the shop, then he decides about it. So the customer expectations keep on changing with the time also. So if you see, if I can say, that in your mobile, earlier we were using the simple mobiles, right? No screen touch. Now there is a screen touch. And after that, a lot of features are coming up. You can keep your health records, you can keep your diet system, and number of things you can do on that. So these, as per the customer expectation, the things accordingly, the companies will have to change, make so fast. And because why I'm giving the example of mobile phone, because this is the fastest industry changed in last 5 years. And you must have observed, all of you, and experienced every one of you. So this is very, very important. As per the customer expectations, the companies will have to change their product and expectation, meet out the customer expectations. If you see the pens also, earlier if you 10 years back, if you see, we are using two types of pens only. One is ball pen, another is fountain pen. Once we are using the fountain pen, all pockets were spoiled. You may not be experienced in the new generation people, but we in early ages, we have experienced it. So now if you go in any shop, stationery shop, you will find n number of pens, 0.5, 0.3, 0.1, you know. So there are n number of things. But if you ask anybody, have these companies, Luxor, etc., come to you and find out what you are looking for? No, never. But they try to find out the expectations of the customer by their own R&D department, and accordingly they produce the product, and that is why they are standing in the market. So, and which is keep on changing very fast. So customers set standards basically, and accordingly we will have to produce or provide the services in the market. And this is not the very new thing. If you see TQM culture, what he said, it is very old. In the period of our Mahatma Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi, what he said, customer focus about, a customer is the most important visitor on our premises. He is not dependent on us. We are dependent on him. He is not interruption on our work. He is the purpose of it. If the customer is not there, you need not to manufacture anything. You sit and enjoy your life. So he is not interruption on our work. He is the purpose of it. If he is giving feedback, it is good news. If he is not giving feedback, it means something is going wrong in coming future. He is not an outsider on our business. He is a part of it. We are not doing a favor by serving him. Rather, he is doing us a favor by giving us an opportunity to do so. He has written long back, maybe 1940. Nobody knows about when he has written, but still it is holds good. Because customer is still changing the requirement very fast. So the customer is in our premises. This is our opportunity. We should serve him with whole heart. Either it is internal customer or external customer. So we should do accordingly. That is, the quality is not expensive. It is a priceless. That is said by the Mahatma Mohanchand Gandhi at the very old period, which holds good today also. So what are the customer expectations basically? Much better quality. He always needs better quality, finishing should be good, paint should be good, etc., etc. More customized service as per customer needs. Just-in-time delivery, as I talked about it. Whenever I need, I should get it. I am not willing to wait. Shorter lead times. If I book any product online also, I feel it should come tomorrow. And normally the online company also do that. They will give you the more time and they deliver in less time. So you feel happy that you are getting before that, because their expectation is that it will come after 3 days, but in second day it comes to you. And they have also make the possibility that once it is dispatched, you can see once it is coming from the go down, you are able to know when it is delivered in your city, you know when it is coming out to deliver, you know. So that way you are able to trust your product, so that way you are happy. So these are the changing times, these are the expectations, and that can be bring by only individuals, those who are on the job, those who are contributing for the job. The old view was, the convention quality thinking was the product that are manufactured exactly to the specification. whatever desired by the customer, or if it is OEM product, whatever desired by the customer, accordingly with that specification, we should produce it. And that is our quality. Now the new view is product and services that totally satisfy our customer needs and expectations in every aspect on a continuous. So there are two very important words are here. That is the totally satisfied. Totally satisfied. It means on all aspects, features, function, and aesthetic sense, everything. Our customer needs and expectation also. What he expects accordingly. What is our expectation? We should understand first before delivering the product. So that is also very, very important. And that is not on one time. Once I made it and it's over. No. Continuous basis, you will keep on changing. As if you must be seeing, every 2-3 years, every automobile companies, car manufacturing company or a two-wheeler company, they are coming with the different products. Why? This is the reason. Because customer expectations are keep on changing, you will have to give something new, then only they will be attracted, otherwise they will not. Now, levels of customer satisfaction, what customer wants and what customer gets. If what customer wants and if he gets less, then he is a dissatisfaction zone. Whatever he wants, accordingly he is getting, then it is a zone of satisfaction. But whatever he wants and you are providing and delighting him by providing the extra, then he feels delighted. So these are the three zones, and we should try to delight our customers if we want to remain in this competitive market. Now I'm giving you one example. That is the one taxi driver. This is a Bombay taxi, MRP 3676. Dadar to Santrakunj, January 30. Driver was Mr. Mehta and owner was Mr. Typical South Indian Mr. Ram. And one of my friends was traveling in this taxi long back, and he found these all things was on the dashboard: cigarettes, newspaper, thought pad, telephone directory, railway and airline timetables, suggestions, complaint. This was long back, not today. Tape recorded, your control, not his control. First aid box, postal stamps, stationery, calendar, and watch. Then he asked the driver, why you are keeping all this? Then he told his story that earlier what was happening, my boss was firing each day to me. That is Mr. Charlie. And driver getting fired every day. Because why? He was fired because my earnings were low every day. And I was very honest to my work. I was not wasting time at all. Whenever I was getting customer, I was delivering, I was doing driving. And what you did? Sir, what I did to improve this, I tried to understand where my time goes. I observed 1 week, I found that when the customer is coming to get right, and he is stopping for various things on the way, once we are coming from airport or railway station, and he's stopping us for different things like cigarettes, like newspaper, like telephone directory or calendars or something like that. So I thought these, if I will keep these things in my car, then the things will be better, because I need not to stop for these small things on different places, and my number of trips will increase, and which actually happened. My number of trips has increased, and ultimately my earnings has increased. My boss become happy because I'm giving more earning. So in this case, all the three parties are happy. That is the customer, driver, the operator, and number 3, the owner. What was done and who did it? The process owner. Those who is driving the process, he find out where my time goes and how I should improve. So my message here is, whatever job I'm doing, either I'm studying, either whatever activity I'm doing, I should observe my time, where my time goes, which is the waste of time, and how should I convert this waste of time into productive time. And that will give you lot of satisfaction, lot of productivity will improve automatically. Likewise, I was just attending another conference 5 minutes back. One person told us that if we stop seeing our mobile every 5 minutes, then a lot of productive work we can do. Our habit is right now, every minute or two, we are seeing our mobile, कोई message तो नहीं आ गया, WhatsApp message तो नहीं आ गया, कोई mail तो नहीं आ गया, and that is a very bad habit. We should fix a time, 30 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever you feel comfortable for yourself. After that, we should see it. So that will give me the lot of time for continuous working of any activity. And by this process, I can improve a lot of my own productivity, and a lot of improvement will take place for the new activities, for my own development, I can use it. So that is the message I want to give it to you. What are the elements of TQM? That is leadership, top management vision, how they are seeing what is their vision for the TQM culture, how they want to see the company, what are their planning and support. Employee involvement, which is very, very important. I discussed at length, all employees assume responsibility for the quality of their work. Everybody, like from sweeper to driver to gardener, everybody is responsible for their work. One will say how they are involved in quality. No, they are equally responsible for the quality. Because if we will not keep the proper gardens, we will go in the lunchtime, we will not refresh ourselves, and the productivity will hamper definitely. There are a lot of studies on it. Product process excellence involves the process of continuous improvement. Whatever process I'm doing, this is not enough. There is always culture to continuously improve it. An individual, those who is working, he is the only person who can improve the process or product. Nobody else can, any consultant can give the better advice. He is the best consultant himself. Then continuous improvement, I'm talking about a concept that recognizes the quality improvement is a journey with no end. There is no end. If you see if I reach at some level, then our vision improves. I can do this also. Then it's a continuous journey. So there is no end. Once there is an end, it means this is the end of our life, basically. So customer focus on fitness for use, conformance for the quality. These are some quality elements. Now, if you see change role, the process owner. Now, earlier the owner was only responsible for the quality. Now, as a customer, if the process one, I will say, input from the supplier I'm getting, the process one, as a customer, what is my role? As a process owner, what is my role? As a supplier, what is my role? Because this, from my place, it will go to next process. So process two. So as a customer, once I'm taking material from the supplier, as a customer, I should see what is my role. As a process owner, how I should improve my process, that I have role. As a supplier also, next process it will go, what is my role. So that accordingly the chain will continue, and if I'll improve the quality at each process level, then definitely 100% all the time the quality will improve. Now, how the organization culture has changed from the TQM culture. The traditional approach was lack of communication. We should hide the information. We should not disclose the information to everybody. That was the thinking. Control of staff. We should control the people. They should not use their mind. They should only use their hand. Inspection and firefighting. Whatever products they are manufacturing, we should inspect it. Internal focus on rule. Whatever rules we are following, we should have the focus on that. Stability seeking, we should establish it out. Adversarial relations, allocating blame. Who has done it? That was the case. Now, the new culture has changed a lot. That talks about the open communication. Whatever I know, I should discuss with my people. More ideas will come, more results will come, more improvement will take place. We should, instead of control, we should empower people. If n number of people are thinking about the problem, n number of solutions will come and we will grow. Then many companies, thousands of improvement per day the companies are doing, like Toyota and Mercedes, etc. Thousands of improvement per day they are doing. because they are empowering people to take their decisions for their work improvement. There is prevention theory. Instead of inspection, prevention, how I can control before it should happen. I should develop the process in such a way that it should not happen. Like in a pressure cooker, we say, if you cannot close the pressure cooker until two arrows will not meet to each other. So that is a prevention. So similarly, in the organizations also, we do the prevention instead of inspection, so that the defect product should not be produced at all. We should do some poka-yuke for that. Then external focus on customer is more. Earlier it was internal focus, kahan galti kiya, kisne quality galat banaya. Now it is external focus, what customer wants. And then continuous improvement, it is not stability. Cooperative relations, solving problems at their root level. It is not allocating the blame and ad hoc problem solving. Rather, we should solve a problem by finding out the root cause analysis, why analysis we should do, and we should find out what is the root cause. Accordingly, we should solve the problem. So this is the TQM culture, how it is different from the traditional culture. So instead of one brain, thousands of brain, whatever the number of employees are working, they are taking the decision and things are better. So in introduction part, if I say that what is the quality, so for different persons, the quality definition will be different. If I say the dictionary meaning, the dictionary has many definitions like essential. How much time, Dr. Sir? I have till 5, I think, no?
We can start with the question answer round now.
Okay. So please, we can go. So I just take 2 minutes. So this is about the quality, different introduction. There are different perspective for the quality, external customer, internal customer concepts, and product features, freedom of deficiency, competition, changing customer, a lot of things. Then there are different perspectives also about the quality. Then the different theories are there based on the pupil, those Zohan theory, Hesberg theory, a lot of history is involved in quality, how it comes out. Now I will go to the question answers. This is the history of the quality improvement process. Now, as Dr. Sir saying, we can address the questions and answers.
Yes, so the floor is open for your questions.
Yeah.
Sir, now that you've explained a little bit about what the total quality management is and how one can improve its efficiency and effectiveness in the job that one is in. I guess these things, when you explained about how the stationery should be kept at a proper place, this will help us improve our efficiency in the long run. And I'm sure from the first day onward, when we start following these total quality principles, it will help us in our jobs that we are doing. So we've got this question. What is this?
You read out the questions, I will keep answering.
There are some students, they wanted to see all the slides. They wanted it to be explained. Because of the shortage of time, we could not take all the slides. So if you all, Mr. Dipayan Das, if you can explain us which particular slide you want, what you want to be shown to you, we can certainly go on to that slide. But to show you all these, we don't have that much time left with us to go through all these slides. So if you have any specific question, any specific thing that you would like to know, we can certainly go on to that slide and okay, so he says that if we can all, we still have 15 minutes if these 10 slides can be played. That is what he wants. Mr. Dipayan Das says if these
so instead of showing the slide, I will give you like empowering example I would like to give you. In my plant I was talking about in Danfoss, India, that is based in Ghaziabad, very old company. This was the first MNC in 1962 in India. There was we were manufacturing this thermostat, which is the heart of the your refrigerator, and which is very small, 2 inch by 2 inch by 1 inch product, very small product. And you cannot imagine this product. The 262 parts were assembled, and one very small part was there, which was having the burning problem. So a lot of R&D we were doing, and we were from last 7-8 years when we are not able to resolve it. And the Zafar was only 8th class pass. And he was working in the tour room. And after one day he came, once we started this TQM culture, we started teaching them in 3 days residential programs. After that, one day he came back to us and said, sir, ये problem मैंने solve कर ली. So R&D head was not willing to accept that he has solved the problem. ये क्या problem solve करेंगे, हम लोग तो इतने दिन से problem solve कर रहे हैं. But once this thermostat used rigorously for 1 month, the problem was actually solved. So it is the result of empowering people. Those who are working in their process, they know how to solve the problem. So that is one of the example I am giving you, how to empower people and how they can react. Another negative example I can give it to you. Once we were taking the classes of TQM, we taught people that if any wrong product coming to your line, you should stop the line. Never allow to the second line or to the customer end the wrong product should go, or bad quality product should go. So as per my teachings, the one day what happened, the whole production was stopped. General manager was behind me. Gone to the shop floor, and shop floor the people said same thing. The TQM program में साहब हमको यही बताया गया है कि अगर सही क्वालिटी का माल नहीं है, तो रस्ट था कुछ, तो उसको रोक दो. And so he came to me, यार तुमने क्या बता दिया, लाइन रुक गई. Then we also thought, we were also new in the culture, that we can complain it for the future, and instead of stopping the line with some little deviation and corrections, we can go ahead, but in future the product should be improved. That should be taken care. So this the type of things also we faced. So now I can address any questions or any particular topic they want to discuss on these issues.
Yes, sir. So, sir, how would you like to explain it for the students, as now some of them are still studying?
Very important, very important.
How do you think these small little things will help them improve their performance, and what they should do to ensure that they are able to utilize their full time?
I am giving the example of taxi driver. First of all, they should observe themselves 1 week where their time goes.
Okay.
Find out where the time goes, which is waste of time. And this waste of time should be utilized for productive work, which is required in the industry. That skill set that should improve. Because the skill set will not come in a day. Whatever the skills are required, it is a question of practicing it. And it is having your habit. You should become the TQM man, basically. Whatever productive is there, you should do, and productive work you should not do, and improve your processes of doing the work, and continuously go in the thinking mode, finding out the new ways of doing it, so that you should do innovative and you should give better results. That thinking, if you will develop, that is more than required in any place. Either you are in doing marketing department or HR department, that thinking is required everywhere. It is not whatever the management said or whatever manager is saying you should do. You should go with your own ideas, how this process can be improved. And definitely there is always the people are willing to buy it.
So students should follow the processes and the areas of their improvement.
They make their own processes. What I am saying, they make their own processes, and where they want to reach in their goal, accordingly they should design themselves their time allocations, how I will reach, what I should do to reach at this point of time. Okay. And in that process, whatever they want to eliminate, whatever they want to improve in that area, they should focus more time.
Sir, if we look at total quality management as a career option for a student,
a lot of scope. In every department, every individual is a TQM person. Okay. As an individual, also in every manufacturing company, they have the excellence department, business excellence department, okay, who monitors it, basically, which is also a wrong thing in India. Every person should be business excellence department. But the organizations are having the business excellence department, and there's a lot of scope to work, monitor, audit, and advising, training, all those things comes up.
Okay. And sir, if we look at individuals who are willing to go into this department, what kind of skill sets do you feel the students should possess, and how should they learn those skills to be able to excel in quality control department of the organizations?
They should adhere to the SOPs. They should think in that direction, the developing SOPs. SOPs, suppose, I mean to say, suppose I want to develop, to write a SOP for writing a capital A. So what should be the process for writing a capital A, so that all the A's are, it may be 1,000 A's, or it may be written by n number of person, should remain same. There should not be any deviation. So first of all, what I will say, I will take the 1 square inch square. Then what we will do, I will take the top line middle point. This middle point should be touched by a line to the left hand point, left corner, and similarly to the right hand corner. Then cut it from the middle. So if I'll define this process to everybody, n number of people are making this A's, or 1,000 people are making A's, will remain same. So the first of all is the process adherence. Process writing, process adherence, this will give always a better quality results. And in India, still there is a lot of lacking in this area. And if they are writing the process, even they are not willing to adopt it. So it is better that everybody, every individual should write their own process. Then only they can adopt. Otherwise, if I'm writing the process for you, so who am I to write a process for you? You should write your own process of your work culture, or and you know your process better than me. So you should write your process, and then only the adherence will be there. Then only improvement and continuous improvement will happen. Otherwise, the outsider will come once and take the advice and go back. So students similarly, they should write their own processes, what they should do, in which area they want to own marketing, what are the areas in marketing, what are the processes should be there, and they should understand these processes first. I'm unable to, you are mute, Doctor. Dr. Mishra, you are mute. You are mute.
So we generally organize courses for the students to ensure that they are into total quality. They are a bit better professional in terms of operations, in HR, all these. So what do you think? How important it is for one to learn this Six Sigma and all these things? How they help in improving the total quality of the employee? Six Sigma courses, and there are many more.
You want to say that the extra certification you are talking about?
Yes, yes.
Extra certification is once they are doing a course from Amity University, this is not required right now. Whatever the course contents are there, they should focus and study that. Whenever they are going in the place of work, then only they should go for certification. Otherwise, doing MBA itself is a big degree. They don't need this certification basically. I will never advise them. Because these certificates, international figures, like Motorola is giving the Six Sigma certificate, then it's a birth. Otherwise, the small companies are giving a lot of certificates, there is no meaning to it, to my understanding. Once I was traveling, you have asked right question. Once I was traveling long back, 10, 15 years back. So I have gone to one of the plant. So the CEO of that plant asked me, which belt you have? I said, I don't have any belt. Yellow belt, green belt, black belt. So I don't have any belt. So then I was traveling back from Shatabdi, and one of my very senior consultant from Aisha Consultancy met me in the same train, the same day. I asked him the same question. At that time I was very young in my age. And as the gentleman CEO was asking this, belt. So the belt is not important. If you know your work, it will be appreciated. It is only once you are entering, then it needs the certificate. So certificate, your MBA value is more than sufficient to know each and every process.
So you mean these are additional things, and if one is studying his course properly, it will not be required that much.
If you are getting it from the Harvard University or Motorola University like things, then it is okay. It's some branding is there. Otherwise, Amity University in India itself is a good, I think, and you are doing MBA, it means you are covering. If you want to do some specialization, then you should do from a very good branding institute some certification. Otherwise, there is no value.
Sir, there is this training organizations which are there, and they are specialized into it only. And one should learn this properly. First, learn MBA properly and understand these all things, and then go ahead on this.
And practice
thank you very much, sir, for being with us.
Practicing is more important.
Yes. So thank you very much, sir, for being with us. And we would certainly like to invite you on various other platforms. We continue to organize at Amity. We continue to organize so many lectures and corporate meet and so many more industry interactive sessions. And we would certainly want to have you on our campus for some other activities, sir. Thank you very much for being with us.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And all the best to the students, and happy Independence Day to all of you. Thank you.
Wish you the same.